Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
You went behind my back on this one, boss. With all due respect, you hired me to keep this place secure. But I can't do that if you are not 100% straight with me.
Why are you getting so defensive? All I'm saying is we should be looking forward, Adam, not back. You may not realize this, but there is a war going on out there. A war to control intellectual property rights and cutting-edge science. And as commander-in-chief of this company, I have to be ready for anything. I hired you instead of that private security company Frank wanted, because I needed somebody loyal, somebody who understands chain of command.
I think I proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
I wasn't criticizing you, Adam. But I suppose you raise a good point. I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore? Damn it, Adam! I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't gonna bring Megan back.
With all due respect, sir, I am trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do. The job you even brought me back in for tonight. But it feels like you're getting in the way. Especially when you start bringing Megan into this.
I'm not getting in the way, I just... Okay, look, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the one overreacting. The data you're so nervous about is little more than a bunch of routine, fact-finding reports, the kind of stuff I deal with every day. Megan pointed me in a direction and I followed up on it, that's all. And now that I've shared this much with you, I have to ask how your knowing the fine details will keep the rest of us any more secure. Can't you trust me to take care of things from here?
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
Adam, of course I trust you, son. And it's not that I'm afraid to tell you the truth. It's just that, honestly, I'm afraid you'll take it the wrong way. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move. Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
I will not be accompanying Mr. Taggart to the charity dinner tonight.
The same hotel
I
that
must
was
head to
concurrently hosting
Utah.
We have been patient, sir. Does Mr. Taggart know this, sir?
Of course he does.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hengsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approacheth.
Son of a bitch. We're supposed to find answers in that?
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hengsha Court Gardens. It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Hey, do you know how to get to the Hong Kong Hua Hotel?
You know, there's an amazing view of the cityscape on this rooftop. It's just
What are you looking for, Lao Wei? Guns? Hacking equipment?
What makes you think that kind of stuff?
Hey,
I think bringing in Bell Tower to police the city is a great thing for Shanghai. I'm sure some of those corrupt officials in the Chinese bureaucracy are having sleepless nights these days.
You think Bell Tower isn't corrupt?
To me, there isn't a damn thing.
I need to get something in my apartment.
最好有事。
I don't care what kind of operation is going on. Now let me in immediately.
Can't oblige you, ma'am. Now move along, please.
How
请不要
dare
再
you?
烦我！
Who are you to tell me I can't get into my own home?
Sorry,
Do you know
mister.
how much money
I
it
understand
costs?
English, but I cannot speak it very well.
You about
Apparently some
what
tenant is causing problems in my apartment building.
You don't have an
No
answer
one's
to
allowed
my
in
boss,
until he's
so
arrested.
you start to threaten.
滚开，窝囊废！
I think bringing in Bell Tower to police the city is a great thing for Shanghai. I'm sure some of those corrupt officials in the county.
To me, if you can get your hands on something, do it. Bell Tower's got the whole apartment complex locked down.
I need to get something in my apartment.
Sorry, pal. No one's allowed in right now.
I need to get something in my apartment. This is completely unacceptable. I need to get something in my apartment. I don't care what kind of operation is going on. Now let me in immediately.
Can't oblige you, ma'am. Now move along, please.
How dare you?
They said the biomod industry made Hansa what it is today. As if that's a good thing. I have to wonder if perhaps we are changing too quickly.
You don't have an answer to an honest question, so you start to threaten.
Access granted.
They said the biomod industry made Hansa what it is today. As if that's a good thing.
cross this perimeter, give them one warning. If they ignore you, start shooting. You can't risk infiltration. I give my warning in English. What kind of question? Whatever the fuck language you want. Or kiss me, man. Understand. Everyone understands the universal sign language of the police. Trust me.
Access granted. Access granted.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest? Or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is, he's tied to the Triads.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
Oh.
Hey, American, go Yankees! You want good time? Go to the Hive. You want better time? Find the Honghua. Beautiful as well.
羊肉，啊，你走吧，我是会把你腿弄掉。
Have a good evening, sir. Enjoy the pleasures of Hengsha.
那些商人能帮你搞到几乎任何东西，尤其是那些不寻常的家伙。
如果你不怕死，可以去问问他们手上都有什么。
Somebody told us that the Hive is the place to go around here.
Yes, many business people from Upper Hangsha go there. Where?
The Hive is a members-only club, Lao Wai. Without a membership card, I can't let you in.
You telling me I gotta pay to get into this dive?
We've got a reputation to keep. Can't let just anyone get in here.
Just anyone with the money?
No pay, no play. You want in or not?
Maybe another time.
All right, your business. You come back and see me if you change your mind.
Got to be kidding me. The owner of the most popular club in Hengsha has his office in a smelly old basement?
Mr. Tong is conscious of his roots. He likes
They say the Hive serves the best drinks in the city.
And on the plus side, if a business associate displeases him, a basement is much more private.
You said it. I did. But I advise you not to repeat it to just...
You got a favorite poison?
Give me a Shanghai gut punch.
Talking about the drink, right? There you go. What can I get you?
I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tong. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
So I see this guy laying on the ground in the alley, all beat up and shit, with blood pouring out of his shoulder.
That's right, Bell Tower. They're the cops around here in case you didn't know it. They're here to put an end to corruption.
Nice. Those custom jobs. They sure ain't who I am. They mostly make knockoff.
So if I call you next week, can you get me on the guest list? The cover charge here is highway robbery.
我的确是从 VIP 房间拿来的。
Shit, it's gone. My pocket secretary.
对，那有这男人的宿舍在楼下。对，那有这样不珍贵的东西。
here?
Yeah. You could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guilo. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What do you do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
Damn right. Van Bruggen had a whole team from Bell Tower waiting for him in his apartment. You obviously have no idea how deep this goes, so get out of the way and let me see Tong before I stop asking nice.
Taking the non-subtle way, are we? Fine. If you must know, Tong is watching the Van Bruggen situation very carefully. And that's more information than you deserve. Van Bruggen is the hottest thing in town right now. But nobody in Hengsha is going to let an outsider in on the action, especially not a Guilo. You don't know the rules of the game around here.
Something tells me you don't think very highly of me, do you? So here's what you need to do about it. The sooner you let me in, the sooner Tong can kick me out of here, gone from your life forever. I'm gonna see him no matter what, so get it over with.
Tough talk doesn't mean anything in this town. Keep it up, and you learn that the hard way. Only reason I don't do it myself is the Hive has a reputation to protect. That's why Van Bruggen came here for help, and why we found a safe place for him. You came here with nothing, and now you know more than you deserve. In return, all you give me is pain in my ass. It's time for you to go, or else.
You're not getting rid of me that easily, and I'm tired of getting a runaround. This is the last time I'm asking. Where is Tong?
If you that desperate to have the Dragon Queen tear your guts out, then who am I to stand in your way? Just a lowly worker bee, I guess. Tong's office is downstairs. I'll radio the others to let you through. See this? Had to screw it up in the fourth. I'm just slushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong?
You only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company? Sold all the headlines a while back. You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. Stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No. Don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go up to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks. I just might check that out.
You do that.
You got a favorite poison?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out, gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and things won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assume you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does, and that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town, a series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I'll get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy audios? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in. Good job, Lao Wei. I see you have a first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
Access granted.
One down, two to go, my friend.
Access granted.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.